welcome to the Thekeiwearshow, where we talk about life, love, and the pursuit of happiness. I'm your host, Keisha Mayo, and we have a great show for you on today. We have very special guests. They're like family to me. And today we have the phenomenal Richard Curtis singers. Welcome to the show, family. And starting from the oldest to the youngest, please introduce yourself to my viewers.
Hey everyone, I'm Lena Curtis White.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? I'm Richard Curtis Jr.
Hey everyone, I'm Jennifer Curtis.
Hey everybody, I'm Raymond Curtis.
Hi everyone, I'm Kimberly Jenkins.
Guys, you know, I'm just so excited to have y'all on today. Y'all see my little Kool-Aid smile. And you know how much I love you all. I mean, I'm still the sixth member, even though I haven't sung with y'all yet.
You are the honorary sixth member. Yes, you are.
Sixth member. Okay. But now we're going to start from the beginning so we can let people know about y'all and where y'all were born and raised. For those who don't know you, you know, where were y'all born and raised and how was your upbringing?
Well, we were born and raised in the Bronx, New York. And our upbringing is pretty much church. We were raised in the church. We were brought up in the church. We sang in the church. Our grandmother was the pastor of our church, and then it was passed down to our father, who is Richard Curtis. That's where we got our name from. Richard Curtis was from our father. But we were raised in the Bronx, and we were raised church.
Right. like I was. And I was always at y'all church.
Yes.
Right. Now, who was your inspiration growing up?
Immediately, I could just say the Winans.
Yeah, absolutely.
The Winans was the very first. My father bought us the tape, the Winans live in Los Angeles, and we wore that tape out. We played it from morning till night. No exaggeration. Let's go through the whole concert, rewind it, go through the whole concert again. So the Winans was really our first inspiration to start singing as a group. Later on, we just grabbed artists like Vanessa Bell, Yolanda Adams, Andre Crouch, like a lot of the newer artists as well. But the foundation, we listen to the Winans all day.
That's awesome. And now coming from a musical family, because I know each one of y'all play instruments as well as singing. And shout out to Bishop Richard Curtis and First Lady Curtis.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
You know, I know they're into music as well. But my question to you guys is, did y'all always want to sing, or was this something that Bishop, encouraged y'all to do?
I think it was pretty much in us from the start. Because my dad was really in the beginning was kind of working with his choir, but then we would be singing around the house. We would sing different commercials, and we would be in key. Mm-hmm. So he noticed that. Well, actually, our grandmother noticed our abilities, right? And then our father, like, wait a minute, what's going on here? Y'all singing? Then he started breaking us up into harmonies, and we would do it right on the spot.
Right on the spot.
So it wasn't so much like, oh, we didn't want to. It just happened naturally that we just sang.
It was meant to be.
Yeah.
Right. And Kimmy, I remember, going to the church and they would always say that you were too young to sing with the group, but you always.
They was touring and everything, and they left me behind. I'm here now. I remember at the age, I believe 9 or 10, they was actually having a rehearsal at the house we were living in on weeks. Mm-hmm. And I remember coming through the side door, and they were rehearsing, and I came in, and I think that was the initial day that I actually joined the group.
And you were like, yes. I said you were so excited, right?
I was, but I also was like, you know what? I'm gonna stay in the back, in the back.
Yeah.
Right. Kimmy reminded me of myself. We were both quiet and just wanted to chill in the back. Like, Bishop Curtis, all right, Keisha, come and sing. Why?
Yep.
And now I know y'all all perform so many places at concerts and churches. Tell the viewers, about some of the places that y'all sung at.
Oh, we was on. It was a long time ago, but we were on Jenny Jones show, the gospel, Bobby Jones show. We did a tour in Spain. What other? It was a show.
Sensation.
2-week tour in Spain. We've been to Chicago. Sensation. Sensation. That's another show that we was on. It was a number of shows.
I know y'all have done a lot. And Ray and his Michael Jackson.
See, there's definitely a story behind that a lot of people don't know.
No, well, tell us the story.
Okay. Well, being
a lot of backlash
an artist, our father, he's extremely creative. So we in a rehearsal, and he's asking us to sing and to express ourselves. So he's like, how would a dog sing this song? How would a cat sing this song? How would a duck sing this song? So it's just to get the creative juices flowing. So it's a song written by Fred Hammond and Kirk Franklin, My Desire. So we're just rehearsing the song. There's a trumpet part our father puts into the song. We do the trumpets. So now we're just imitating people. So we had the Clark sisters in there, the women in our group, they were doing the Clark sisters. Junior used to imitate Rance Allen, Fred Hammond. So it was like a full out production just to showcase, versatility. One of the rehearsals, I was starting acting, doing a Michael Jackson thing. So we look at an interview on YouTube, and Rodney Jerkins was saying how Michael Jackson gave his life to Christ before he died. It was an email sent by Andre Crouch because he went to Andre Crouch's house and gave his life to Christ before he passed. So it was like, if Michael Jackson was here, how would he express this song? How would he express his love to God? So that's how that came about. So it was like the Michael Jackson part was really a small part of the full song. The Michael Jackson part went viral.
And now I heard Richard say that y'all got a lot of backlash from it. How did y'all deal with that, Richard? How did y'all deal with, receiving, people speaking negative on that when y'all were doing the work of the Lord? And like you said, there's a story behind it. How did y'all deal with the backlash?
The way we looked at it, bad publicity is still good publicity. But at the end of it, all glory goes to God.
Yes.
All glory goes to God. So without them with them not knowing the backstory behind what we did, that's how we got what we got. You got people saying that Raymond was gonna go to hell for doing what he did. There was people commenting saying that I looked at my brother as if I wanted him to stop. No, I was tired. I wanted to sit down. We wasn't even going to do the song. We hung it up. But the person that was guest preaching at our church requested it. And we was like, nah. He said, I want my song. So we gave him what he wanted.
Yeah.
And that Michael Jackson part went viral. And we got so much backlash from it. But the good part about it was Snoop Dogg put it out there. Anthony Anderson put it out there. We had celebrities putting that section out there. So it was like, okay, this is good. We are famous now. Goes to God.
But what's funny, guys? Everywhere y'all go, where whenever we supported y'all, everybody wanted that song.
Everybody wanted it, but not everybody was complaining about it.
Okay, so I know y'all won many competitions, but how was your experience at the Apollo Theater?
The Apollo was great. It was great. So us being that small, we looked at that time, it was a movie, The Jacksons, An American Dream. And it was a specific scene where people threw money at them on the stage. And that's exactly what happened to us at the Apollo. And when we first sung, we enjoyed the lights. even the backstage was nice. We had the mirrors with the lights in them, so we were taking photos. We felt like $1 million. So once we were done singing, people started throwing stuff on the stage, and initially we was like nervous, like they're throwing stuff at us. What's going on? But we heard our father in the back saying, "That's money. Pick that up." So we started picking up the money, and we went to the Apollo about 2 more times after that. But it was a great experience.
Of course, in singing, you have alto, soprano, and tenor. Can each one of y'all sing all the notes?
Yes.
It's bad, and I don't care what y'all say. I'm a 6 member.
There actually are times where we do it on the floor.
Yes.
We just give a look to each other like,
Yes.
We just look up in the notes.
And now, what other from each one of y'all? What other instrument do y'all play?
Well, I played the organ and keyboard.
I played drums, bass, a little bit of keyboard. Yeah, I'm all right there.
I can play the drums and a little bit of the keyboard.
I played the lead guitar, a little bit of bass, a little bit of drums, and learning the keyboard now.
A little bit of piano, drums, and I'm practicing the guitar.
Awesome.
Awesome. Yeah, boy.
Because remember, Bishop Curtis was teaching me how to play the keys at one time.
Yes.
What you play, Keisha? What you
Keyboard. Bishop taught me how to play the keyboard.
play? Okay.
But I only know one song.
That's something. Little bit of keyboard.
A little bit.
It doesn't matter that I don't know the whole song.
God bless you.
Oh my God.
Now, do y'all all lead praise and worship or play an instrument at your churches?
Yes.
Mhm.
Praise and worship.
Your
And
lead.
actually now our children
Yeah.
are playing for praise and worship, and they actually play
Yeah.
Yes. I want to give it
Shout
up
out
to
to the
them.
grand band.
Yes.
Yes.
Shout out to the grand
Yeah,
band.
it's like the Richard Curtis singers all over again.
Listen,
Even bigger and better.
They're bigger though.
Awesome. Every time I see them, I'm like, oh my God. And all of them could play, they could sing. Y'all
Yes.
just passing it from generation to generation. And that's a blessing.
Yeah,
Yes.
shout out to the grand band. Shout out to the
You
grand
know,
band.
and you know that's what Bishop Curtis is all about. Just family and continuing to teach and make sure y'all have musical ability because it's just in your family. And I thank God for y'all. I love y'all, and I'm so proud of the things y'all have done. But what is from each one of y'all? What is one of your most memorable moments in your career?
Oh wow.
I would have to say Spain.
Mm-hmm.
Being in Spain was a great experience, and to see our stamina as kids, being able to hold down a 2-week tour, singing almost every day.
Wow.
That was very memorable for me.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good question, Keisha, because I can say the same thing. Spain was very memorable for me.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess not only the stamina, but the culture, that was there. Because we were so used to doing a lot of gigs locally. So just to see the different culture and to see how they embraced us, I truly love that.
Yeah.
Wow.
I would say the Jenny Jones show.
Mm-hmm.
Because it was a great experience. Well, I have two. It was just the Jenny Jones show because it was a great experience, and also they showed it at our schools.
Yes.
So our friends were able to see us on TV.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the first ones that we actually did a first album debut, the very first one, album called Pure Gold.
Mm-hmm.
Kids, that was very memorable because that was like the jump start to how to professionally put on a concert.
Mm-hmm.
Like, understand our parts, our cues, how we were going to speak, how we were going to stand, be positioned, the choreography that we were doing, how we were going to interact with the audience. So it was a lot of training during that time. So that was very memorable for me.
Awesome.
I'll say two. One is Spain, of course, because of the experience. Lena actually said everything I wanted to say as far as that is concerned. But the second one is our album Brand New.
Mm-hmm.
Our album Brand New because of the fact that we were able to do it ourselves. We wrote our songs, we did our music along with our father. You know what I'm saying? He helped us through it, coached us through it. But the fact that we were able to come together and do it ourselves and really put it out there ourselves, that was a major point in our career, like that I really love. So our album Brand New was very, very good, very important to me.
I will agree with the Jenny Jones show. That was actually my first show singing to my siblings on stage and on TV. And also, I cannot forget singing in Sesame Place. I think I was like 6 years old. Burning up. So excited because we was able to have a trip with our family, and so I would never forget those moments.
Yeah.
Well, that's awesome. That's awesome. And y'all kind of answered some of my questions. So, because I was going to go into Pure Gold. And, I wanted to know what inspired the songs. Do y'all actually, when you write, do you wait on God to inspire you? Or are you just, some people could just put a song together real quick? Or do you wait on God to give you something before you start writing? And what was the inspiration behind Pure Gold?
Well, for Pure Gold, the inspiration actually was our father. Bishop Richard Curtis, he actually wrote that song. He said he actually wrote that song in the middle of a service.
Wow.
Like someone was preaching and he was sitting on the organ, and he said the words, God was just giving him all the words. So during the altar call, he actually started playing it and would write it out. So for Pure Gold, we were children. So he wrote pretty much every song on that album. Except one song called God Don't Ever Change, and that was our grandmother. She wrote that. But when it comes to writing our music, we had sit-down sessions because for Brand New, that was the first time we ever sat down and wrote music and wrote songs. Yeah. So our father took us through a lot of sessions where we can find a way to put together our thoughts, put together our feelings and our emotions into a song form. But when it came to the song actually being written, it was always God inspired. You can't really get a time. You can really just be putting down at one point, and then you will hear it come right through you. And a lot of times you have to write it down before it leaves. Yeah. So it's usually God inspired. It's like you have to let what God has given to you. You got to let it come out, because if you try to force it, then it won't work. So you just have to freely let it come through you.
Well, I could tell you, Bishop Curtis let me hear He's All I Need. Before it actually came out, I was at the house. And when I tell you, I just cried the whole time. That's like one of my favorite. Now, who wrote He's All I Need?
He wrote
that. Now, the thing about that song, he wrote that song, I think, 25 plus years ago.
Yes.
Wow.
He wrote that years ago. I'll say before we were even singing. He wrote that song. So for it to be the song that is for right now, especially in the times that we are in, this song is well needed. It's so needed, because when you look at where we are, you look at where the world is, Jesus is all we need.
Yes.
At the end of it all, Jesus is all we need. Andre Crouch even wrote a song, Jesus is the answer for the world today. Above him, there's no other. So for this song, He Is All I Need, is so needed for this time. That's true. Yes, he wrote it at a great time, and he put it out at a great time. So
wow, kudos to Bishop, because I tell you, I love that song. And now, when should we be expecting, the next project?
Well, we're looking into just going into the studio, actually the coming of the next year. We took a small hiatus. We're just making sure that certain things in life aligned well.
Yes.
During that time, our baby sister Kim, we put out an album.
Yes.
We're extremely proud of her.
Absolutely.
Like
Yes.
Yo, y'all get that. Evolving Grace, get it.
God truly blessed her to come to the front and really express her individuality. So we're very proud of that. So during that time, she just did her thing and made her mark. So we're extremely proud of her. But as far as the Richard Curtis sings, we're looking into 2024, putting out more songs and just ministering to many people as we can. So we don't have a set date for anything right now at the moment, but we're looking into just hitting the studio just right off the gate, like just coming out in 2024 and just giving the world some good gospel music.
How do y'all balance family? Because y'all have family. How do y'all balance family in your career?
It's God. No joke. I know we laughing, but it's really God that's helping us with the balance.
Mm-hmm.
It's really Him. It's all Him.
All the credit goes to Him because He's the one that's been keeping us. Life has been lifing. Let's be real about that. Life has been lifing, but God is a keeper. God is a keeper. So
yes.
And life has been lifing because that's what's gonna keep our faith growing in Him.
That's right.
We didn't have a reason. We didn't go through nothing. We wouldn't have a reason to trust Him.
Right.
God, even though life is life and we're still here. We're still here to tell the story. We're still here to tell someone else about the God we serve. And that's what y'all do. Y'all tell, when y'all sing, y'all telling others about the God that y'all serve. And when y'all sing, y'all really mean it from the heart. I've been to so many concerts, but I love to hear the Richard Curtis singers sing because it comes from the heart. And I know y'all truly live and save. And no, we all have faults. We all fall, but God pick us up, and you know who to run back to.
That's
right.
That's it.
That's right.
That's it.
For that. So what's the best advice you have been given in your career, from any other artist who spoke into your life? What was the best advice you ever received?
Keep going. Mm-hmm. Don't ever stop. Don't quit. Don't shrink. Mm-hmm. But just keep moving and keep going.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I'll say most of the advice that we received was really from our dad, bishops. Mm-hmm. Yeah, to never give up. Mm-hmm. That's one thing I take for myself, to never give up.
I would say one of the best things that he taught us, and you're gonna hear, don't give up, keep going, persevere. Like you're gonna hear that, but one of the best things that he ever taught all of us is that appreciate the gifts of everyone.
Mm-hmm. Yes, absolutely.
He said you're not the only ones that God has used to sing, to minister. So you appreciate everyone's talent. So no matter where we've gone, we were able to stand up and not be shady to anyone.
Yes.
We were able to just really give kudos to whoever either sung the house down, whatever musician was playing great. Yeah. And that's all because of our Father. He told us to appreciate everyone.
Right. And now what advice can you give somebody, that's coming up and want to get into the business, want to sing? What kind of advice can you give someone who's looking forward to make singing a career?
I'll say to truly understand and be knowledgeable of the business side of the music, because that's very important when you're coming into any, in the career, especially the music industry. Mm-hmm. Understand the business side of it. I'll just say, study your craft. Mm-hmm. Know what to do. Study your craft. Understand the business. Work on your voice. Right. Prepare. Preparation is key.
Right.
And I'll add on to that. When you're talking about specifically gospel music, gospel is a whole different genre. So you have to live what you sing.
Absolutely.
When you an R&B artist, a rapper, you can kind of pretend. You don't have to be that person. But in gospel, you have to be that person, because whenever you're singing, you're glorifying God, but at the same time, you're trying to free someone. Someone's coming to you for help. Mm-hmm. So if you're just doing whatever you want to do, you can't really sing with that level of conviction, like you said before. Like we have a family unit and we work to develop a strong relationship with God, so we can sing from that place. If we didn't do that, you wouldn't feel anything.
Right. And tell my viewers, where can they find your music? Where can they go and listen to it?
You can go on any of the social media platforms or digital outlets, Apple Music, Spotify. You can type in the Rich Curtis Singers on YouTube. You can see just any one of those digital outlets. You can also get our sister's album, Evolving Grace.
Yeah.
Apple Music, Spotify, like any one of those digital outlets that you use right now. You can just type in our name, either the Rich Curtis Singers or Kimmy Jenkins, and you'll hear some great music.
Amen. And thank you. I was gonna tell Kimmy to let the world know where to get her music, but you did it for me. Thank you.
I was more so focusing on my family. So, the Richard Curtis Singers.
Well, we support you, Kim. We support you.
Exactly.
You are who we are.
So yes, get that album. Y'all get that album, Evolving Grace. Get it.
Okay.
Thank you, brother.
And do y'all have any last remarks? We have a minute left. Do anybody have any last remarks y'all want to, make to let the people know anything real quick? Somebody take over. Any last remarks? Go ahead.
God is good. He is who he say he is. And if he could do it for our family, he could do it for yours.
That's it, man.
I take it from my father. My father always said this, and we know that all things work together to those that love God and called according to his purpose. So trust him. Trust him. God is real.
Yes, he is.
That's what he says.
Yes, he
Trust
will.
God.
Trust God. Amen. And I just want to thank you, family. I love y'all so much. I told y'all 30 minutes go so quick. And I just want to thank you for tuning in. And I encourage y'all to join me next week for another episode of the Thekeiwearshow. You can follow me on all social media platforms and on the internet. My information will be listed on the screen, as well as the Richard Curtis Singers. All their information will be listed on the screen. Y'all go check them out. Check Kimmy Jenkins out. And I tell you, I just love you guys. And I just want to remind my viewers that Thekeiwear is the key to knowledge. God bless you all, and I love you.
This is my prayer song. I sing to you.